Hello y'all and welcome back to the channel. Marquita here. You guys may be like, why is she at this funny angle? It is because I am going to be sharing with you some cute finds that I have picked up recently from Amazon as well as Target. A lot of them are things that I'm going to be using around the house and also for traveling or when I do travel. So I just wanted to share them with you because I got some really great deals and some of the stuff is just extremely cute, and there is a dupe for something that is super popular right now for a fraction of the cost. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first thing, which I'm going to flip around and show you guys, and you'll see why I'm at this angle because it's in front of me on the wall. And then I'm going to come back and have a sit down and show you the rest of the items. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you want to see more. All right, y'all, here's what I want to show you. Apologies if you do hear the air conditioning in the background, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I am standing next to the blower vent. But this is the beautiful picture that I picked up today from Target. And it is a 24 by 30 inch print by Nikki Chu. I'll say that again, Nikki Chu. And you'll see her signature down in the corner. She is a Jamaican British like lifestyle design person. She's been on a lot of shows like HGTV, or a lot of channels rather, like HGTV, Food Network, and such. You can look her up, Google her if you want. But she did this. This is with the Threshold brand at Target. This painting, and this one's called Floral Dream, and again it's a 24 by 30, and it was $45, which I did not think was bad at all, especially for the size of the print and then all the detail and color. And although it looks like a big heavy picture, it's actually super lightweight. It just has that vintage look with that gold frame, and it was very easy to put up. It actually has the hangers on each side. It comes with them, and all you have to do is get the picture hooks, like the ones that you put a little nail in. It has a hook. That is what you use to hang it, so it hangs from the two sides instead of like on the back. But it's super lightweight, super lightweight, like a kid could probably carry it. All right, y'all, and now that we have done the picture, I'm going to show you the other item that I picked up from Target that you might be interested in. And this is also something else for the house, really for the kitchen. But this is from the Magnolia line. That is the Joanna Gaines line, if you guys aren't familiar. All right, y'all, for some reason, it looks like my microphone may have died because it just cut off and the rest of the hall is without sound, even though you can see I'm wearing my microphone. So I didn't hit it. I think it just died. It may just need to be charged up. So anyway, we are going to continue with this haul, and I'm just going to do a voiceover of sharing the items that I found. And so the first item that I was showing you is from the Hearth and Hand with Magnolia collection, which is Chip and Joanna Gaines collection. You guys probably seen them on HGTV. They have a line with Target. They have had for years, a few years now. And so what I was showing you were some ramekins that I found on clearance. They have quite a few things on clearance from the Magnolia collection right now, and up to, I just went online today and it said up to 40% off, but in store a lot of the things were 50% off that were marked down. So these ramekins that I'm showing you come in a set of 3, and they were originally $14.99, but they were marked down to $7.49 on clearance in store. And so you get 3 of them. They are stoneware. So as you can see, I was showing you that one, I think got a little bit chipped, but everything else was fine. And they were packaged well, so I'm not sure if that was just a defect or what, but they were super packed in there with nice foam, and they had a lot of wrappings on them. So I think that was just a defect. But either way, it's still fine. Those ramekins, I'm thinking of using them for, like if you want a cup of soup or chili, like in the fall and winter, I like to make chili and things like that in my crock pot. So I'm thinking like, a grilled cheese sandwich with some soup, that would go great with those. They are dishwasher and microwave safe, and they're also oven safe up to 500 degrees. So you can definitely use them for many things. There are 3 different colors. The first one I'm showing you is the darkest color, and then the other 2 look kind of similar, but they are slightly different. One's kind of like a vanilla color, or manila, like think of a file folder, And then the other one is more of a just like a cream or off white. So they are pretty. The other two are pretty similar, but you can clearly tell the one I'm holding is the darkest in the collection. And so you'll see the other two that they are. And the difference is just kind of in the middle. But again, depending on the lighting, you may or may not be able to tell. But they look very similar. But they are a good size. And also, the other thing I was going to mention about those is that if you haven't purchased any of her cookbooks, Joanna Gaines has 3 cookbooks out. She just released the third one earlier this year. It's green. The cover is green. And so there are some recipes that you can use these ramekins for. If you're just like, those are cute, but I wonder what else I could use them for other than, a side of soup or chili, you can get her book and check it out. There are some recipes for desserts in there and also just for some other little items. They'd be great for single serve, like if you're having a gathering or something and you want to put those in, then everybody can have their own little cup. So many things you can do with that. So love those. All right, y'all. The next item that I have here is a pill case. So this is like a convenient traveling pill case that you can drop in your suitcase, your carry-on, purse, fanny pack, wherever you might be carrying it. And I was inspired to purchase this based on a vlogger that I watched by the name of Sarah Ray Vargas and Vlogus, sorry, Sarah Ray Vlogus. And if you have not watched her, you should. She does a lot of different content. She does plus size clothing. She does a lot of family vlogs. She has 2 kids. So you see her, with the kids doing things or just going out and about and doing different things, house projects, whatever the case may be. So I love watching her. Been watching her for a few years. And she shared this on her Instagram live, or not live, but when she did an Instagram story showing what she was carrying in her fanny pack on her day out to, I think it was Six Flags with her family. And so it was going to be her kids plus some of her other family as well, with mix of kids and adults. And so that was one of the things that she shared. And she was talking about how, when you go out or if you're traveling, you never know when you're going to need some medication, and you may or may not be close by to a store or whatnot, or just you might need something in the moment. So with this, you can pop your vitamins, you can pop in pain meds, headache meds, allergy medications, motion sickness meds, anything that you might need when you're out and about, especially if we're doing something like what she was doing. They were going to an amusement park, so you never know what can happen, especially right now in the summer. It's so hot, you could get a headache just from the heat. Allergies could come out, who knows? So things like that. So just having that, something you can pop in your purse or carry on traveling, just so you always have just a little bit of something, at least, even if it's not a lot, it can at least carry you over until you can make it to a store or make it somewhere to get like a full bottle if you need it. But it's also great to keep from having to carry your full bottle. And what you can also do is buy like the full size of things and just put it in that little case, and that way you don't have to worry about lugging that around as well. If you're someone who takes daily medication, you can also use it for that. It comes with stickers with numbers and days of the week. So I figure you can use it to label, especially if you maybe want to remember how many of something to take or how many times a day to take it. You can also use those numbers for that. So I thought it was a really cool case. I got it from Amazon, and I think I paid like $6. It was like $5.99 or $6.99. And all of the things I found on Amazon will be linked on my Amazon. I found it on Amazon list, which is located in my description bar. It's always in my description on every video, so you can always find it down there, even if it's not an Amazon video. So you can definitely check those out. I'm not sponsored by Amazon. I just like to share good, affordable finds on there. And this company is called Holly, and I was just showing you what was included. They put a little thank you card. It was a relatively new company, founded in 2017, but they also have the case in other colors, and it is a hard body case. If you are looking for a soft body, there are other varieties available on Amazon as well, but this particular one is hard body, and it comes in at least 3 or 4 other colors. So if you don't want pink, I chose pink. They definitely have like a khaki color, a blue, and I think a green as well. So definitely many options, but a good little thing to keep and remember when you're traveling, or if you're just going for a long day out away from the house. All right, y'all, the next item that we have here are portable chargers, and I got these for $10 for a 2-pack, and they are Apple approved, so they will work with your Apple device. I do have an iPad, hence what I'm recording on, and I also have My Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, yes, it's a throwback phone, don't come for me, but they do share the same type of charger. So the Apple iPad chargers will also, or Apple chargers rather, will work for my device as well as my phone. So that 2-pack is great. That way I can always keep these in my travel bag. So I always have a charger with me. Recently I did go out of town just for a night and I was just in my old city. So I realized that I had left all of my chargers at home. I usually just take one with me, and I do have one in my car. So I was able to use the USB plug to charge my phone in the hotel. And from that point on, I was just like, okay, I need to remember to put a charger in my bag, so I always have one, and that way I also don't have to worry about if I do leave it or forget it. It's not the original one that would cost way more to replace than a $5 essentially charger that still works and that still has the fast charging speed, or like the lightning speed charge. So for $10, not bad at all. They also have some specifically for the Samsung that were in black, but I did read that these were the Apple approved as well. So for $10, two chargers, you get two charging adapters as well as two cords, so you can definitely take them wherever you need to go. I may even order another set just to have in more rooms in the house. I can have a charger pretty much anywhere I'm going to be. But I want to share those because I know chargers are a big thing, especially with traveling, and you definitely want to make sure that you get the right type for your device. All right, y'all. So next up, we're gonna have this cute little set that I found for your dish soap and hand soap that you can keep in the kitchen. They actually came in another color option of one black and one white, but I like the two black. My kitchen is black and white, so it will match, and I love the little bamboo piece on the top as well on the pump. So I got those. They say hands and dishes. That way you'll know which one's the hand soap, which one is the dish soap. I keep both in my kitchen, but I do like the uniformity of the bottles, and they are glass, so they're breakable, but they're also good and sturdy, and the pumps seem pretty solid. They work like most other soap pumps where you can turn it to one side to open and the other to close it. I will go ahead and say that I have set them up, and I'll put in some footage near the end of the soap dish setup at my kitchen so that you can see what the final thing looks like. It also comes with this bamboo tray that you can sit the bottles on. Yes, they both fit on there side by side perfectly. I did see some people in the review saying that they didn't receive the trays on some of the Amazon reviews, but mine actually came with the tray, so I want to make sure I showed that. But I will show you some more footage of it set up so you can see exactly how it looks. And they also came with instructions on how to work the pump. Now, these, like I said, these pumps are similar to like Bath and Body Works hand soaps where you turn it and all of that. But just in case you weren't familiar, they do have instructions, and I like that. They don't just assume so you won't struggle with the pump. Also, I do want to note that I have used the dish soap side already, and the pump works beautifully and it doesn't drip or leak. All right, y'all, we are now at the grand finale, which is the potential dupe for a Stanley cup. I know people have been going crazy over those stupid Stanley cups. I do not own one. I don't plan on getting one unless I find it on a super clearance sale somewhere. But it's really something that people just made famous on TikTok. It's one of those things that's been out and nobody cared about it until it got on TikTok. I typically drink out of the Starbucks cup, which is what I'm showing you there, which usually run me about $20 compared to the average cost of a Stanley cup being $40. But this is a 40-ounce cup here from Amazon, and the brand is Soulful, and that's what it says on the cup there. It has the handle, it has the same type of design and setup as the Stanley cup, and it has a good weight to it, but it's not super heavy. And I'm going to be showing you what it looks like, but just so you can see the brand name, that's Soulful, which I thought was cute. It comes in a variety of colors. I chose that sky blue one. They even have the blended colors where it's like, the top is one color and it kind of fades into another. I wanted the combo that was purple and green, but they were sold out, so I went with the solid kind of baby blue / Carolina blue. You can see the top there. You just slide to open and close. It also has a nice little little comforter thing there to protect the lid, the mouthpiece. And that's one thing that I want to note, is that people on Amazon who did own Stanley cups and bought this cup to do a comparison did state that the one thing that this cup had over the Stanley cup is that it did not leak when they turned it upside down. So I guess when you see that piece that has that little silicone over the where the mouth opening is, or the straw opening, that probably protects it from leaking. But that's what people said about the Stanley cup, is that, you know, if it got knocked over, or, you know, if you hold it upside down, that it would leak, even though I don't think it's supposed to. And with this particular cup, this brand here from Amazon, it did not leak. So that is one bonus for this particular cup. Like I said, I am going to test it out, and I will let you guys know the results in terms of how hot, how long it kept things hot, and if it kept things cold, for the amount of time that it states, as well as how it compares to the Stanley based on what the Stanley is supposed to do. Like I said, I don't own a Stanley, so I can only give it to you based on what the specifications are for the Stanley cup, or the claims rather, and then what this particular cup is supposed to do. But I think I only paid $17.50 for this cup, so it's a great price wise, it's a great dupe, and if it holds up, it'll definitely be a great one. It is the 40 ounce. It also came with straws, 2 straws and a brush cleaner, which I thought was cool and is a bonus, because the Stanley cup does not include those things. You get 1 metal straw, which does have silicone tips, and so for some people who, you know, don't like the way the metal feels against your teeth or your mouth, they have those silicone tips. And also, if you were drinking, I guess, like something hot, it would be a nice little buffer, because we already know metal and hot, it might be a little hot to the touch. So the silicone's on both ends, and it's, you know, that's unique. I haven't seen that. I do have metal straws, but I haven't seen them with the tips before. They do fit. They're, you know, extra long, so that they fit inside the Stanley with room there. So I thought that was pretty cool that they come with those. Some people complained in the reviews that they didn't like the way the silicone felt, but I think it was more of a personal preference. The other straw is just plastic. It's a little bit bent, and it's not the sturdiest of plastic. You know, it's not as solid or hard plastic. It is somewhat hard, but it's not as hard as some other straws that I've had in the past, hence why it probably curved a little bit through packaging. But it's still fine, it works fine, no issues there. But also it fits perfectly into the cup, just like the other one, with some room to spare, so you have a preference choice there. So it has that cute little bag, and it also comes with a cleaning brush, which is a good size. I have several of these because I have bought several different types of straws, so I'll probably just have that, add that to my collection of cleaning brushes. But that is the potential dupe for a Stanley cup, and like I said, for $17.50 you can't beat it. And again, they have a variety of colors to choose from, so I will definitely do a separate video and report back on how well this one held up in terms of following the claims it's supposed to have, and how it compares to the claims of Stanley cups. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you tried any of those items, and I'll see you next time.